Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and make noise for Gresh Unleashed!
Let's go! When the club go around here, I'm a cactus. Bang, bang, gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold, look at how they witness. I was taught to be the greatest. 1,000 days I'm running, check out the book of Guinness. Coolin' with the baddies in the baddie section. Guarantee you they ain't jaded. Yellow, you baby face, I ain't feeling your gimmick. The fans think it's overrated. Brock Lesnar on the beast. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on a daily. Feeling like Gresh Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome to the Gresh Unleashed podcast. This is episode 55 of this illustrious podcast. Joining you is always, well, we usually live from Atlanta, Georgia, but we are in two different parts of the state. Or the city. Sorry, city. This is the voice that does the most. This is Purveyor of Mischief, Gresh. Joined by, as always, oh Lord, I hear you, mama. I hear you, mama. Don't do that. We live, baby. But yo, joined as always is my main man, my right hand man, the man who is rocking that Just Bring It t-shirt, which is special for this occasion that we're going to be talking about. But he is my main man, my right hand, Mr. Hi-Lite. Real, what's good with your partner?
Finally, these two have linked back up for the Gresh Unleashed pod, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everybody? We are back. Feels good, man. How you feeling, brother? How's DC weather feeling?
Cold.
Yeah. So in Atlanta too, believe it or not.
It's cold as hell.
Oh yeah.
For no reason. You probably hear the space heater going off because it's that cold in here. So if you're listening in audio world, you're going to hear probably the heater going off because I gotta stay warm. It is that cold out.
Brother, listen, if anybody feels your pain, remember my folks is up north, all right, not too far from DC, by the way. So believe me, I'll never forget 2008. All right. Barack Obama's first year in office when he got inaugurated. I was in DC, okay, and that cold ate through 2 or 3 layers of clothing that I had on, and I still felt it and said, what in the heck is this? Right, bro, I feel your pain. Like, it ain't exactly sunshine and rainbows out here in the A, okay? I'm just trust me.
Oh yeah, for sure. So you'll basically be throughout the duration of the show, you'll hear me mute my mic because I don't want you guys to hear it all the time. But just know I'm here getting warm. So whenever I get my thoughts and opinion, it's basically that.
Okay.
So, yo, man, it's a lot to talk about. We already got the serious stuff out of the way before the show started. If you don't know what we're talking about, just watch the video format of this podcast here. But yo, 55 episodes in, we are on the road.
Let's go.
So you already know we gotta grind every Tuesday, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this here YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. What's up with y'all? So I feel like we got a lot to talk about. So we might as well go ahead and knock out some football roundup because I know that's my football my season is done. I already know. I already tell people this all the time. My season is done, but my boy Hi-Lite, he wants to round it up. So we're gonna give him a minute to get his football talk out of the way. So you already know how it is, what it is. But you know, I'm gonna go mute because he got some stuff to get out of his chest.
Let's do it.
1 minute. Let's go.
Okay, y'all. So we're in this football roundup for 1 minute today. Look, I want to talk about my Tennessee Titans real quick. So it turns out we have hired, after firing our recent coach, Mr. Mike Vrabel, who gave us a couple of years of good service, got us to an AFC championship. It looks like we got our new coach in Brian Callahan. Now, I have never heard of this man, but apparently he is really, really, really good. Therefore, all Titans fans are excited. They're excited, and I am just like, okay, let's see what happens. I'm still in the offseason. But in this last 30 seconds, I want to shout out the blackest of the blackest quarterbacks out there, my boy Lamar Jackson. I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as in Power to the people. Lamar Jackson, your reigning, defending, soon to be MVP of the league, and hopefully Super Bowl MVP if the Detroit Lions don't have anything to say about it. That's right. Lions versus Ravens. Give me the Ravens. That's it.
Who do you think is going to make the Super Bowl?
Lions and the Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think the 49ers and the Ravens.
I could see that, but the 49ers barely beat the Packers. I had the Packers actually beating them, and they were this close. Damn. So, when we find out the teams, we definitely going to cover it on here on the show. For sure.
So you already know football. My season is over, but I've been loving football this year, so
let's do it.
We definitely going to be covering it. So you already know we had to get that out the way right quick.
Sure.
Also, well, in junction of that, before we get to basically this week in wrestling, we got a returning altered segment. We used to do Chop It Up with the Bandit. Now we're gonna do it Chop It Up with the Fam, where we talk about any and all news and rumors that's going on this week. So might as well go ahead and pull up some good details.
Let's do it.
Before that, we got some news right here. The retrospectives are done for right now on the Gresh on YouTube channel, but the road to WWE 2K24 officially begins. I will be reacting to any news that comes across my desk. So you already know I'm going to be doing that live on the pod. So, or not on the pod, on the channel. So you make sure you guys keep it locked on youtube.com/@isgresh. So basically, any thoughts I get, any information that comes my way, like the cover stars, we're gonna be talking about that in just a little bit. It will be reacted on the channel. And also with that, we got the newest what if video. A lot of people don't know what if Tribal Chief Roman Reigns faced Hollywood Rock.
Oh,
that was an interesting concept, a video that I dropped Sunday. So you got two videos from yours truly back to back. So hey man. And speaking of WWE 2K24, we got some new cover stars revealed. You want to talk about that a little bit? I know
let's
talk about it.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about it. So for those of you who are out of the loop, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair, and Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley
awesome screenshots
are on the covers of WWE 2K24. Cody Rhodes will be gracing the standard edition of WWE 2K24, which was, I believe, if you watch my my video that I dropped on Monday or yesterday, it is going to be sitting at $59.99 for the standard edition. Then you got the deluxe edition, which will be covered by Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, the first black female athlete on WWE Games, second overall black athlete behind The Rock.
Okay.
But if you want to acknowledge the SmackDown versus Raw series, third, because Bobby Lashley was on SmackDown versus Raw 2008.
This is true. This is very true.
So that's what I'm saying.
And if we count,
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Booker T was on SmackDown.
Booker T was on. Was it? And he was on. No, scratch that. He was on.
Was he on?
Was it 2006 or 2007? I feel like he was on one of those too.
Possibly yes. I think it.
So that's what, 5 people.
Yeah.
So it's very limited. So as we get into the new millennia, I'm gonna need y'all to increase that. But shout out to Bianca Belair for gracing the cover, and in a way, she graced too, because they had the Legends. I mean, the 40 years of WrestleMania edition, and she's right behind Roman Reigns.
Oh, that's no coincidence, people. That's what I'm talking about.
So, and that one is sitting at $119.99. Man, I laughed at that.
Yeah, I know, dog. Like, get your coins up. I would buy them for the covers. That's about it. In terms of they
need to print these as a poster.
Yes, bro. Like, that would be such a dope poster to have in the wall, bro. Oh my god. Like, 2K. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all. But do you want to hear the information that they released on the website?
For sure. Let's talk about it.
All right, so the tagline is "Finish Your Story" with WWE 2K24 and cover stars Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair. So basically, Cody Rhodes got a cover because he lost to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and they couldn't make this any more obvious of where we're headed with this, right? I mean, good Lord. As if we weren't tired of this. At this point, Cody, I love you, brother, but I'm so ready for you to just finish this doggone story at this point. Because good God, man. If I hear finish the story one more time, I am going to totally well, nothing too extreme, but I'm doing something doggone it. Because golly, bro. Finish the doggone story. I don't like long stories, okay? I mean, I do, but I don't.
A year-long story, there. Yeah, no off season. So we've been hearing finish your story for a year.
Yeah.
And the fun thing is the game comes out before WrestleMania.
Well,
March 8th.
I can assure you this. Cody Rhodes will definitely finish his story before the Cowboys, that's for sure. Hey, Derek, that one was for you, buddy. I hope you get to see that clip, Derek. I'm sorry, Kay. I'm sorry, Jonas. I'm sorry. I had to do it. It was too easy.
It was right there. It was a layup. It was a little layup. Like,
yeah,
damn.
American Nightmare. America's team. Not just saying.
They have not reached the championship since 1997.
Bro, do you realize how old and what we were doing back then? Exactly.
I was 94, 95, 96. I was 3. I'm 29.
Exactly. Almost your entire life it's been that long. Imagine trying to finish that story.
That is crazy.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That is crazy. Cody is going to finish the story before everybody else. But for those of you who aren't really in the loop or haven't seen the video, 2K Showcase of the Immortal. So 2K Showcase is coming back. They're going to be celebrating 40 years of WrestleMania with 21 matches, I believe.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of people ain't really under contract, so they can't do all 40. They claim it's going to be an iconic roster, new match types, and improvement on existing match type, gameplay upgrades. My GM is back. My faction is unfortunately back. My Rise is going to be two different. They're going to have Undisputed for the men, new storylines, which will be Undisputed for the men and Unleashed for the women. You got Universe Mode coming back, Creation Sweep, and then I believe they have a Peacock promotion. So basically, new subscribers get 1 month of Peacock for free with any purchase. So they're going to be. They're basically promoting Peacock through. But I'm intrigued. Like, what's your excitement levels on WWE 2K24? I'm not there yet.
2K. When y'all gonna stop doing this? Okay. First, see, they've been doing this with the NBA too. Okay, you know, I retired from my NBA 2K days. All right, at the end of the day, and I'm each new 2K game for NBA that comes out, they want to give you a league pass, a year league pass, if you get the super deluxe edition. So here we go here, and now you guys want to offer Peacock. Now, what you gonna do when you know, given what we're gonna get into later on, what you gonna do when that's pretty much non-existent? What you gonna offer Netflix? That's what you should have did. Should have jumped the game and just said offer Netflix. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They offering us the cock. Pause. So yeah.
But like you, man, I don't know, man.
I've been like I said, I gave my thoughts, and like if you haven't seen it already, make sure you guys go to youtube.com/@Gresh. And I basically gave my in-depth thoughts on everything that was revealed, and I basically said I need more information and more gameplay to like see if I want to part with my hard-earned money to buy any of these editions. Will I buy the highest max edition? Probably not, but at the same time, I might. But I probably won't do like giveaways like I did last year because money don't grow on trees in this house.
Come on now, come on, y'all make it tough. But you know, hey, you help my boy get some money, and just maybe
we'll do more giveaways. do some podcast giveaways in the future for stuff like that. But yeah, last year and last year I wasn't. It didn't break my bank last year, but this year I'm on a budget.
Yeah.
I'm on a budget in 2024. So it's like if it don't make sense, I ain't.
We're in
buying.
inflation.
We in the inflation in these streets. You see, I gotta travel. I gotta sell my soul to make ends meet. Nah, I'm just playing. I love what I do.
Real.
But yeah, like 2K24. Like I said in the video, it's like I need, and I believe they're gonna do some content creators. One of the big ones like Vibe, BDE, Simply Better AM. They're gonna be in Tampa to record footage, and they'll likely release it. I just hit my microphone. They'll likely release it on February 1st or February, like in February. So they'll basically be releasing gameplay, and I trust their opinions. Like I would listen to Vibe before I listen to anybody else. So it's like if they say it's good, I'll be like, okay, I trust you. But I still would need to hear or need to put my hands on it.
No, I agree, bro. I look at it like this, man.
And plus, I got a PS5. I still ain't got a PS5 yet.
True. I've been off air. I'm gonna tell you about that because they've been doing deals lately for that. But I'm gonna say it like this, dog. I'm gonna say it like how a lot of my friends have been saying when it comes to sports games in general. And I know wrestling can be a bit tricky, but it technically qualifies as sports anyway. So I mean, it can be applied in the same way since they're already kind of doing it. With these sports games in general, they need to just release them either once every other year or once every 5 years. Since we're in a pay-to-play type of generation these days, add-ons, you're already doing it. So all you got to do until you can make us a whole brand new game, give it 3 to 5 years and just keep releasing updates for it. AEW, one thing I will say about Fight Forever, they're smart enough to do that before they decide to try this again, because it's expensive to make a new game. Let's just keep it what it is. Now, money or not, now I get it. Maybe this hurts 2K's pockets. They would never do it because, they want that money. But you're going to get it from the incentives of people buying these packs or season passes, whatever. So wait every 5 years. Make the demand even harder. So when it's like, we got a new 2K, this one's going to be completely different from what you've got with all. Matter of fact, Grand Theft Auto, that recipe. Follow that recipe. What does Rockstar do every time they give you a new Grand Theft Auto? They make you wait darn near how many years until they.
We're still waiting on 6.
We're still waiting on 6. And look at how long you've been playing 5. Satisfactory. Okay.
I've been through 3 relationships when 5 came out. That's how long I've been playing the game.
My point exactly. So imagine sports games, NBA, NFL, NHL, baseball, WWE, even UFC, for crying out loud. Just wait. You got rosters that you can update right off top. We're in that day and age. This is not the 90s. This is not the mid 2000s. Internet allows you to send rosters, and that's the best thing I would say.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, will people buy it? I'm pretty sure people already pre-ordered as soon as they saw that first initial trailer.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I will keep you guys up to date on the podcast side as well as the is Gresh on YouTube, the main channel. We're on the road to 10K over there, so make sure you guys drop a subscribe over there because I might do a giveaway when I get 10K, but not a giveaway to where I'm going to break the bank. I'm just going to give something away. I don't know what it is, but
hey,
hey,
you know what? Help us both out, and your boy might mess around and do the same thing. We'll see.
Right.
All right.
Well, shout out to Bianca, Cody, and Rhea with their reactions for being because that's anybody's dream to be on the cover of a video game.
Yeah,
like,
that was genuine. Like you could tell, it was like, whoa, yo, we on the cover for real? Like, yeah, like, bro. Congrats to all 3. They very much earned it and deserve it in so many ways.
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of, I guess you could say, in many ways, The Rock. That was a nice transition. But The Rock is now on the TKO Board of Directors. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I saw this news, I thought somebody was like made a fake account and said The Rock was a co-owner of WWE. But nah, he's now on TKO board. Legendary former world champion now on the board that owns WWE and UFC.
That boy straight flexed the muscle to a T. And I ain't mad at it. I said, shout out to ESPN First Take for breaking that news right off jump. And of course, from the ringing of the bell as well, out there in the Big Apple. But man, you talk about breaking straight, like breaking the bank, however you want to put it, dog. Like, whoa, that's major, bro. Like, makes so much sense in a lot of ways now.
It's funny. It's funny how when I saw people on Twitter, they was like, "Oh my God, Cody ain't never finishing the story." I'm like, bro, this dude's on the board of director. He is not. He's not creative. He cannot touch creative.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
It's a totally different position, y'all. Like, don't overhype this, or it's just you knew it was coming because, I mean, for crying out loud, Nick Khan was this man's agent at one point in time. This man got Nick Khan in the WWE. You don't think they were gonna make that way for him to get on up in there and be in a position like that? And even more great is the fact that this man owns his name now. He owns The Rock. No more just calling him Dwayne.
Full control. He cannot. They can't touch that name.
Yeah. Which is
they cannot.
It's dope because what I noticed in it was when he said and other things, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, other things. What does that mean exactly? Like,
what do you mean? What do you mean by that, brother?
Yeah, like are we getting dare I say the Rock video game or something? Or what are we getting, Rock? Are we getting a documentary, a movie? What does this mean exactly, sir? He's always sprinkling in some stuff to make you think, and you're like, okay.
He is the ultimate liar. So I already know. I already know this man will get you hyped for some bullshit.
Yeah, he basically did that on First Take when it came to that Roman Reigns talk, because Stephen A had to bring that up. I said, Stephen A. So I gotta ask you this question, Rock. I gotta ask you, what's going on with at WrestleMania? What's the plans between you and that?
I wrote down what he said. I wrote down what he said. He said, "I'm a lone gamer. I like to build what this is. If myself and Roman Reigns were the main event WrestleMania, I mean this very respectfully, we could put on with us as the main event and this incredible group of men and women, we could put on the greatest and biggest mania of all time." Also says there's an opportunity for it to be seen more globally and basically expand the reach to new heights. So he basically just sold y'all a pipe dream.
And he basically just told you that John Cena versus The Rock meant absolutely nothing. Golly. So remember that once
we sat through twice in a lifetime for nothing.
Yeah, basically.
This bald-headed bitch.
Once in a lifetime. You're like,
I sat through John Cena and The Miz in 2011, the worst WrestleMania of all time in Atlanta. We need a goddamn
we need a do-over
for you to set up for WrestleMania in 2012, and you once in a lifetime, which I believe, and then you want to say twice in a lifetime meant nothing?
Nothing. Like, think about that, buddy. And that's why I'm like, hold on.
I'm joking. I am joking.
But no, I mean, in a sense, like the biggest of all time. Now, I know he was like, no disrespect to main events of the past, but I'm like, bro, you kind of disrespected your own self. So you're telling me all those main events you did with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hulk Hogan. Well, no, that wasn't.
It wasn't, but it might as well have been because they booked it like it. So in a sense, yeah, you're talking about your match with Hogan. You're talking about your matches with Cena, right? Bro, what?
So, I mean, to be fair, his match in that Fatal 4-Way in 2000, that was bigger than that. Like,
heck,
I don't know why they booked
that. That pissed me off to this day. Still, like I watched that Rumble the other day, and I'm still just like, wow, y'all really, really wanted to put Big Show in his main event, and a Mick Foley that. And why did we need every McMahon in everybody's corner?
Every McMahon in the corner, like, bro, what? Why did you book this?
Exactly. Who thought that was a good idea? You could have just did Triple H versus The Rock. What we got at Backlash was basically the WrestleMania 2000 main event. That's all you had to do. That is it. That is all you had to do, bro. What was the point?
in a way, I kind of blame Rock for that because I feel like he wasn't supposed to go. His feet hit the floor and they just panicked.
Okay, but in 2007, 6, didn't Batista and Cena mess up the main event too?
But they both went over and they just redid it. But The Rock, in his case, his feet technically hit first before Big Show's, so he technically lost.
True, but they had to use the Big Show of all people. You know, the internet wasn't as big as it is now back then, so it's not like people.
And in a way, they could have literally ignored it.
Yeah, because it wasn't on the hard cam side, so you didn't see it, right? They just had to let Big Show go like, the Rock's feet hit the floor. You know, like all that. It's like, come on, bro.
Hey, little bug.
Hey, what's up, sis? What's going on? Welcome. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
But nah, it's a WrestleMania. So yeah, he basically sold us on a pipe dream with that interview. I saw that junk. I was like, bro, come on now, y'all, you trying to tell me on some bullshit?
No,
but I would not be surprised if they do Rock. Like if they don't do Rock and Roman this year, I definitely see it for 41.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's leaning towards. Looks like that's a good way to keep Cody fans happy, and anybody that wants to see him finish his story. It doesn't clash with that. CM Punk, it doesn't clash with his situation either, you know, getting to main event despite what we'll talk about with what's going on that end. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I just hope people, and we just posted a video about it, but I need y'all to go interact with your boy. But hopefully y'all are even willing to wait another year for this. Just saying, because we should have got it last year.
I checked out on Rock versus Roman last year.
Exactly. That's where we should.
So it's kind of like if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, I don't care. But I can't speak for everybody. So hopefully, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, everything will be so stale by that point.
She said she sees a triple threat happen.
Oh God, sis, are you serious? A triple threat?
That could happen. Though.
Oh God, man, I'd hate that for Cody. I would. I'd so.
He gonna finish the story by getting thumbed by Solo Sikoa again. He gonna go through another thumbage situation.
Man, please no.
What cracks me up about Solo is when he screams, he loses all bass in his voice. I laugh every single time. And then and it's like, bro, why are you staring at your thumb? Use it. Use it.
To be fair, his uncle did kind of do a bit of the same thing,
but he was quick with it.
Okay,
I lived through Umaga. That's the thing. I was watching wrestling when Umaga was at his peak.
That's fair.
And he the only time he did it was like every blue moon. But when he did it, he just struck you. And you was already broken.
Well, you know, Solo didn't get that lesson from his uncle. Unfortunately, you know, he couldn't give him that lesson at that time. Like, hey, nephew.
YouTube.com.
Hey, nephew.
Peacock.
Nephew.
You can study tapes.
Nephew.
It's on the network.
Tell him, nephew. That ain't how you got to strike quick. You know,
strike quick. Stop being mesmerized by your thumbage in the middle of battle and wonder why you get your ass whooped every time.
Pause. I had to help my brother out right there. Just a quick pause, you know. But yeah, still, yeah, man.
You know damn well they don't know what videotapes mean. These youngins.
Yeah. I mean, come on, sis. Look at Walmart and all them getting rid of VHSs and DVDs.
I pulled up a VHS, a VCR the other day, and I'm like, damn, kids don't know these days. I'm sounding like my grandfather right now.
No,
shit.
But by the time they do, watch them be just as expensive as vinyl players. What?
Yeah, The Rock is now on TKO. What does that mean? I'm not really into to stock exchange, but I'm pretty sure it's a big deal. And for those of you who actually care for it. So, will The Rock take over WrestleMania? We'll find out in Tampa. We'll find out at the Royal Rumble. Like if we hear, then it's a wrap. Sorry, Cody. You're gonna have to finish your story at the Elimination Chamber.
Can you imagine him pulling a Brock Lesnar at Money in the Bank, where it's like the one person was just that close to winning, and then just You're like, oh,
Nah. Oh, you talking about like they build up a surprise entrant, and then it's like they already go to number 20, or they have 27 taken out and say, well, we just got breaking news that someone has been filled in for number 27. He will be out here shortly. And as soon as Cody eliminated, if you're
hey, I'm glad you brought that up because technically, if I'm not mistaken, was that last year's Rumble or the Rumble before? They still owe us an extra entry anyway. Technically, we should get 31 entrants this year because we didn't. There was an entrant, if I'm not mistaken, that never showed up. It was Rey Mysterio.
It was Rey Mysterio. Yeah, it was last
Dominic
year.
took him out, bro. So they owe us an extra entry because Rey Mysterio.
So it should be 31 this year instead of 30.
Technically speaking, we should have 31.
Watch they watch this back or watch somebody say this with a bigger platform. They'd be like, yeah, let's add 31.
Hey, I'm just saying, give us some justice out here, people. Long-term storytelling. Just saying.
Long-term booking. Shout out Public English Podcast. But outside of that, next up we got WWE moving to Netflix. That's what we talk about. WWE is officially Netflix bound January 2025.
Imagine, let that one sink in, people. That took Netflix and chill to a whole new level.
Netflix and Raw.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Netflix and Grapple.
Netflix and Suplex.
After Suplex.
Oh Lord.
After Suplex. Netflix and Batista Ball.
Netflix and Chokehold. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Y'all about to have these little sexual Netflix puns on a whole new level now that Raw coming on there, bro. Y'all wild, bro.
In the case of pretty much everybody in NXT, Netflix and Gyat.
Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, man. You know, one of my buddies actually DM'd me and he was like, now I wonder, do you think this means we get more cursing with them being the Netflix? And I'm like, well, good point. That could happen, but they're so publicly traded. I highly doubt it.
I mean, it's under TKO and they kind of relaxed on a lot of stuff because you're seeing a lot of people bleeding now.
Yeah, that is true.
And so they might get away with it. So you probably won't hear is like if the crowd chant holy shit, you won't hear it bleeped out no more.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, well, shoot, at this point, anything they chant that normally would get bleeped, you probably won't.
Holy shit. So you'll hear shit. So
highly an overrated chant. Just saying that boy. Oh, they better do. Look at that. Hey, look at sis. I see you, sis. Hey.
We you want shenanigans? We here for the shenanigans. I'm literally on that all the time.
Come on.
Like that's literally there's no turning it off. I contain it more.
You dig?
I save it for the monetized platforms that I'm on, so that way we can get at least get money for me being a fool.
Facts.
But nah, Netflix on Raw. It's like for those of you who don't really know like the logistics of it. WWE, part of 2K Group Holdings and Netflix today, January 23rd, announced a long-term partnership that will bring WWE's flagship program Raw to the world's leading entertainment service. This marks a major programming shift as Raw leaves linear television for the first time since its inception 31 years ago, way before I was born. Beginning in January 2025, Netflix will be the exclusive new home of Raw in the US, Canada, UK, and Latin America, among other territories, with additional countries and regions to be added over time. Interesting.
Highly
interesting. More information on this. Likewise, as part of the agreement, Netflix will also become the home for all WWE shows and specials outside of the US as available, inclusive of Raw and WWE's other weekly shows, SmackDown and NXT, as well as the company's premium live events, including WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble. So basically, Netflix will become the international WWE network. because they will be introducing WWE's award-winning documentary series, original series, and forthcoming projects will also be on Netflix internationally beginning in 2025. Mark Shapiro, TKO president and CEO, said the deal is transformative. It marries the can't miss WWE product with with Netflix extraordinary global reach and locks in significant and predictable economics for many years. Our partnership fundamentally alters and strengthens the media landscape, dramatically expands the reach of WWE, and brings weekly live appointment viewing to Netflix. Thoughts on that?
So a couple thoughts actually. Number one, why the heck didn't they do this a long time ago? Do you know how many times I was like, bro, what's the point of cable these days? All the stream, I'm talking about when streaming was cheaper too. I'm talking about when it was like literally like $5, $6, $7, $8, But the funny thing here that really gets me into my second point is the fact that they say cable is so irrelevant, and yet here we go. You pay $15 damn near for Netflix. Peacock's darn near what, $5, $6, $7 or whatever. You got Paramount Plus, NFL's over there. You got Peacock with the NFL over there too. WWE PLEs. You got let's see, what's somebody? Oh, HBO Max, which by the way, Tony Twitter fingers over there is probably like, oh, okay, you want to do that? Well, just wait till we get AEW on HBO Max. What?
Okay, Anthony, don't do that.
Just wait till we get on.
Don't do it, Anthony. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's just, and then you know the streaming platforms. It's just funny because they started out ad free, but now they have ads, and you're like, okay, what's the point of having ads on streaming platforms? I might as well have.
I said this on Twitter, and I'm gonna say this now. I paid $22 for Netflix. Watch that shit go up.
Oh, way up.
I'm gonna be paying $39.99,
bro, and it's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. You might as well go back to cable.
And if I had to pay $40 for Netflix, y'all better stream more than WWE. We gotta tell you that much.
Man, what?
Y'all better be making deals with CW and HBO to stream other stuff, because I'm not gonna pay $30-$40 for one platform.
Well, see, my brother, that's the beauty of Amazon Prime, because you can link them all right there to Amazon. Unfortunately,
is Netflix on Amazon Prime?
I do believe they.
Because I have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon rules the world, if I'm not mistaken. Low key, they got everybody.
I gotta check. So I'm gonna need Amazon to tap in with Netflix so they can get a bundle, so I can at least pay for everything at once. Because I'm not finna pay for $40 for one platform.
I don't blame you.
You can kiss my ass.
That's kind of why I was hoping that Disney would have did it, because if Disney would have bought them instead of Netflix, like, dude, that would have been perfect. Because Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, it would have just been one big old package. But well,
man, so basically we got Raw on Netflix. But no, my question is, Raw's deal in October.
Yes.
What they're gonna do from November to January for those 2 months?
Maybe
you think they're gonna try to work. You think they're gonna try to work for an extension, or
either extension, or maybe they do something with Peacock for like those couple months until the transition into Netflix.
That's interesting. That's my only question, really. It's like, I got Netflix. Like, I'm not tripping on Netflix. Like Netflix come out of my bank, it don't break my bank. So it's not. I'm not losing my mind. I put that joke where I basically clipped Jey Uso running into the guy who attacked the judge. I think that thing is sitting at over 500K views, and Complex done screen grabbed it and put it on Instagram. I'm like, nigga, I'm just joking. Like, people need to understand, when I'm on Twitter, I literally just be making myself laugh. I do things to make myself laugh. I don't do things to make other people laugh. Like, people who live and breathe social media, I literally post just to post.
Facts. Hey.
And also keep in mind, I posted that before I got on a plane. I was sleep deprived, so I didn't think anything about it. I just literally just said, yeah, dink. But nice. Nah, that was funny. Like, outside of that, any other thoughts on Netflix movie? Because she said, Cece said basically Netflix won't be in like China, Russia, North Korea, basically. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, very. Can't say I'm completely surprised by that.
I'm pretty sure Vince has something to say about that.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. Wonder how that guy feels knowing that thing's in Netflix.
I mean, he's still the boss
True.
of TKO, so he's the executive chairman. So he basically, but he still answered to somebody. So he's not the boss. He's a
He
boss.
just shuts up and collects the checks.
Yep.
So that man is $5 billion richer, basically. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Basically. So it's a lot for this press release for Netflix or whatever, but I know someone said it's like 10, like I think it's 5 billion or
Yeah,
50
$5
billion.
billion, bro.
5
$5
billion.
billion. That's
God damn.
bro. Can we get like
Can I get 100,000?
100,
A million? Can I get a million of that?
something?
Shit.
Like what?
Y'all ain't gonna miss it.
Man, $5 billion, dog.
I saw someone post. They said, "So Triple H, you gonna give your people a raise and a bonus?" I said, "Who? You want who to give them a raise?
Well,
We talking about the same Triple H who literally told Seth Rollins, you don't stay like he said. Remember that promo that people keep quoting with him talking about being rich and shit? That's basically what Triple H is looking at you like. That doesn't work for me, buddy.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So it's 10 years, 500 mil per year.
Sheesh.
Which is total for 5 billion. I'm like, God damn.
Good Lord.
But Netflix, we got a problem. You giving out all this money to wrestling, but you canceling all the good shit.
That's probably part of the reason why. But then also,
but you be saying yes to the most random shit that don't make no lick of sense.
Yeah, it's amazing that at one point in time I could have sworn back when it was once I guess it was a show, or I want to say it was a show, but it was something called The Get Down, and it was a Netflix original, and they canceled that. And I was reading up on that. Now I want to say The Get Down came out like 2000, maybe 17, 18, 19-ish, maybe. But they literally, I was reading, when they canceled shows like that, anything original they did, they were canceling because of like financial problems.
But y'all got money
to do this, which was like, whoa, okay, so what the heck, bro?
Well, in that case, you might want to go ahead and renew a lot of these shows you canceled. There are a lot of people who hate that you cancel. If you got that type of coin to throw out. But knowing y'all gonna raise my subscription fee so y'all can make it back.
Yeah, well, let's keep it a buck. First off, majority of wrestling fans got that money anyway, so they gonna spend it to watch their product. At the end of the day, they know that too. But unfortunately for the non-wrestling fans, this will be interesting. Yes, this will be interesting because yes, it can draw new eyes to the product, as The Rock was on First Take talking about earlier when he was saying like trying to make it, extend the net, make this bigger, right? But yet the other side of the coin is if you're a non-wrestling fan, like at all, can't get into it for any reason, even if you tried, story or no story, right?
I've dated those before.
Yeah, like story or no story. If you're just not into it and your Netflix bill just raises like crazy
for no reason,
and you're like, why the freak is this raising? And then you see like WWE and you're like, why would I watch? Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all I got is Netflix for to watch All American. The fuck am I watching wrestling for?
Yeah, I just wanted to watch The Flash. I'm like, what?
I wanted to watch Vampire Diaries. Like, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, Riverdale. I want to watch Riverdale. Or Orange is the New Black. It's just, think about it. Like it's just, hey man, bro. I don't know.
I would be pissed though, like for real. Like if I don't watch wrestling and my shit just goes up because Netflix decided to just, because I was in the car and that's all they was talking about on the radio.
Yeah, I even saw it, man. Local sports stations here were talking about it.
So it's a big deal. It is a big deal, but good luck to the non-wrestling fans who gonna get that pay increase because it's gonna go up.
If that kind of money being dished out, oh, you betcha, buddy.
It's going up. But what isn't going up no more is Kevin Patrick. He's been removed from SmackDown commentary.
Is anybody surprised? Were you really a fan of Kevin Patrick? Anybody?
Oh, hell no.
Exactly.
I know I wasn't.
Sorry, bro. Not sorry.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, breath. Sorry, breath. So let's look up some information because I just muted myself. Oh, but according to PW Insider, while Kevin Patrick was liked personally, there had been a feeling for some time that he was not the right person for the SmackDown commentary role. I could have told you that. WWE initially put Michael Cole back on the team with the internal hope that he would be able to steer Patrick in the right direction.
Mhm.
Now, listen. I'm not here advocating for somebody to lose their job,
Facts.
but everybody's not meant for everything.
Big facts.
Some people's voices are not meant for commentary because live play-by-play is a hard job. Like you have to memorize the moves, you have to memorize the people, you have to memorize like the transitions from segment to segment, you have to memorize sponsorship, you have to memorize. The reason why Michael Cole is considered one of the GOATs is because he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And we've been through ups and downs with Michael Cole. We went through heel Michael Cole in 2011. So I can tell you right now, that brother earned every praise because he went through the trench. He was in the trenches for multiple years with Vince in his ear.
Mhm.
So you have to you literally have to be on your piece. And to be honest with you, he was so soft spoken.
Mhm.
Like his voice was just so elegant.
Mhm.
Like he was meant to be backstage interviewer, like he was before he became commentator.
Mhm.
Like I understand their I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. Byron Saxton could be a good play-by-play.
Yeah. I don't know why they did Byron like that, bro. I miss my guy.
Like I don't understand their obsession with that. Like I understand people like to shit on Byron Saxton for whatever reason. That's their prerogative. But I don't care. Byron Saxton can literally, him and Corey Graves have a built-in feud. Like they used to shit on each other all the time.
Mhm.
So they will literally make SmackDown interesting.
Oh yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
And if they don't want to go that route, bring back Pat McAfee. Oh hell, let hell freeze over and bring back Mauro Ranallo if they want to.
Yeah, true. The reason he was gone is not even there anymore, so I don't see why you wouldn't.
So it's like hopefully we'll see what they do on SmackDown. But yeah, we wish Kevin Patrick the best of luck. But you got any other thoughts on that?
No, just hey, whatever role they got you in this time, buddy, may you continue to do well and not get future endeavored. If you do, start saving your coins.
Yep. Next up, speaking of endeavors, we talked about Bianca Belair earlier. Let's talk about Bianca Belair and Montez Ford's new reality TV show on Hulu. Is this something you gonna watch?
Of course. Who's not gonna celebrate black love at its finest, man? I mean, just look at her. Why wouldn't you watch that on TV? Man, of course. I can't wait, man. Shout out to Montez actually just speaking and showing love and affirmation into Bianca's life with her 2K cover being, in news and just letting her know, like, I said you were gonna be on the cover like 3 years ago. Like, I knew it was coming, it was just a matter of when, so yeah, they're gonna be golden, and I'm really speaking multiple seasons of this as well, to where if this becomes that successful, well, no, not if, when this is successful.
Oh yeah, because I'm watching.
Yes, we are all of Black Twitter. We are all supporting.
So my sister, and they releasing them all on February 2nd. So
Can't wait.
we gotta binge it. So
yeah.
we might turn it into a thing. Like should we binge it or should we watch it and turn it into like a mini series here on the show?
Low key, we could do it a mini series if we wanted.
Like watch, like depending on how the number, like split it in half, like watch 1 through 4.
Yeah.
If it's like 8 episodes, watch 1 through 4 one week and then watch 5 through 8
Yeah.
the second week, and then just give a final thought, something like that. We'll talk about it. Like that's something I just thought about on the fly. So like that could be something we could do.
Be pretty
So,
dope.
Just to give them love and respect. But yo, shout out to Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. That's the type of love I want, man.
Come on now.
That's the type of love I want, man.
Come on, dog. For real though.
I want me a sister. I'm feeling sound like that gay wrestler. I want me an African queen.
No, 100.
I want me an African queen, a sister.
All the cocoa melon, you know.
I want that coke, bro.
Uh,
Man, get you a chocolate. Man, they just don't know. You need some dark meat. They don't teach you. Come on, man.
It does work wonders. It does.
But Montez Ford is winning at life. I respect him. I aspire to be like Montez Ford in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of aspect, somebody is hot in this hotel. I smell weed.
Uh-oh. Ding!
I know that weed. I know that smell anyway. You know I know.
Yep. Up.
It's going through the vent.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Welcome to DC. Legalization in the capital city.
Last little bit, I saw this on Twitter and I wanted to give our thoughts on it. It's been a while, but MJF is no longer world champion. You have any thoughts on MJF's title reign? Like any final thoughts? Because I feel like we didn't even talk about it last week. But he's no longer world champion. Like, do you have any overall thoughts? Like, what do you rank it as far as like your enjoyment?
To me, probably slightly below Kenny in terms of because that belt collector, man, that was a different AEW, bro. People don't understand. That man was going promotion to promotion with it. New Japan, Impact, now known as TNA, AEW, you know what I'm saying? Defending that thing on a nightly basis with all the belts. You know what I mean? Stable behind him. MJF's reign was definitely up there. Some could probably say 1A, 1B. Maybe that's me saying 1A, 1B. That's why I say slightly under. Maybe he's like a 1B. But, you know, compared to other champions, yeah, he's definitely above the rest of them. I can't quite put him over Kenny's per se. And depending on how they're doing Joe's, we'll see.
So far, so good on Joe, though.
Yeah.
So I can't really knock his reign so far. But yeah, I feel the same way about MJF's title reign. It had its moments. His high spot to me is still the Bryan Iron Man match.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like the overall aesthetic of it lost me during that double stuff.
Yeah. That
it truly lost me. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Especially for the ending to be basically what it was, which is what we all knew and saw, and it's just like
Dennis King said on YouTube, good run toward the end, was ready for it to end.
Yeah, exactly, Dennis. That's well said, brother.
That's all, and that summarize everything. But before we move on to this week in wrestling, we're gonna do we didn't do it last week because we weren't prepared, but we're prepared this week. Either or both of them is back. Hi-Lite got something for us. But for those of you who don't know what either or both of them is, we create one random wrestling scenario that we would have 90 seconds to choose and explain why it could or could not work. And if the person can't choose, their safe word or cop out is to say both of them. Floor is yours, my brother.
All right. So as we know, we are in Royal Rumble season. We are literally a few days away from what is the as Issa put it, the playoffs in professional wrestling, basically. You know, that leads to the championship game. So given that, I figured I'd do like a little Royal Rumble edition of this, where I'd say if you had your choice of booking, you know, it's kind of fitting because in today's Royal Rumble, this current Royal Rumble, we have a lot of stories that are going to get finished, beginning, feuds that are going to kick off. It's going to tell a lot of stories. So going back in the Royal Rumble history here, I'm going to pitch this to myself and Gresh. Why I say Gresh? Gresh.
I'm Gretchen now.
Anyway, my bad, brother. That was like, where was that going? Okay. 2003 Royal Rumble. The Rumble of Lesnar, where he won. that was an interesting Royal Rumble because you had a lot of names in that Rumble that easily also could have won that. The Undertaker, Kane, Big Show, Booker T, RVD, Batista, you name it. There was a bunch of names in that Royal Rumble where you were like, realistically could have made a case for any of these guys. Or take it on down to let's see. Let's go to the 20. I'll say last year's Royal Rumble. Last year's Royal Rumble. If you were to pit 2023's Royal Rumble up against 2003's Royal Rumble, which Royal Rumble would you choose to book as far as who you think would have been a winner different from the ones we got? So you wouldn't pick Brock Lesnar to win 2003's, and you wouldn't pick who won that one last year. That was Cody. So you wouldn't pick Cody.
Yeah, Cody.
So,
if I had to pick, I would pick Gunther to win 2023's. That would be how I would book it. I would flip it.
Now, is that the Royal Rumble as a whole you would choose versus the Royal Rumble in 2003?
2023, I would flip it and have Gunther win over Cody if I just had to pick somebody else.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with 2003's because that was a very.
Who would you pick different?
Now, who I would pick different for that Royal Rumble? You know what? I probably would have picked Taker to win that one. That was that big evil Taker. That you will respect me, Undertaker. Remember that run. Now, that was
when he came back though. So he was kind of a babyface one. He wasn't the evil Taker.
True. He was kind of on that babyface run a little bit. But he was still big evil though. You know, I mean, I think you could have made it work given that time frame. You know, Kurt Angle.
That could have been his final, like, you have no choice but to respect me type.
Right, because Kurt Angle was the champion. So we know that Brock Lesnar ended up going to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania that year, which in last year's Royal Rumble, we obviously saw that you were going to face Roman Reigns. So in this instance,
man, can you imagine Roman getting chopped, his chest caved in by Gunther's chops? Boy,
yeah.
That would have been a sight in hell.
Hey, you know what? No, I'll take that back. No, I wouldn't even have picked Taker. I'll take that back. I'd have picked Shawn Michaels to win that one. Because that was the year that Shawn Michaels went number 1, and he was challenging Chris Jericho to be number 2. Because he wanted to try to say, let's see if you can do what I did. And Jericho was trying to prove until, he decided to come in and have Christian pretend to be him and then attack Shawn Michaels, and they eliminated him. They kind of did him a little dirty just to set up their feud for WrestleMania. Although that was a good story to tell for what led to a really good match between the two. Yeah. I probably would have booked Shawn Michaels to win that, truth be told. Because Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle probably would have been.
You would have to. So that means you would have to run back Jericho. So that means you would probably have to put the title back on Jericho.
Either that or, like I said, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, bro. That would have slapped that 19. Because remember, think about the match. Sure. Think about the match they had. What was that? 21. We would have got that 2000, and we would have got that at WrestleMania 19. That would have slapped for the title. What, bro?
Man, that would been that's an interesting what if scenario. Let me write that down.
Hey,
go ahead, bro. But yeah, man. So yeah, that concludes our either or both of them. You went with 2003. I went with 2023. But we didn't say the safe word, so we're on lock on that. So moving on, let's talk about NXT that we just watched like 2 hours ago.
Yes.
What was your highlights on this?
Definitely my Latina women going at it for sure. Cause that boy, I said, ooh wee, boy. As soon as Alexa Lopez came up in that thing looking for Lola Vice, I said, ooh, girl,
use me as an imaginary chop boy.
I was like, if I could have been security on that day, good Lord. Oh man,
All I had to say was yeah.
And then just the spiciness of their promo just was like, oh
Boy,
my God.
what she say? She said you ain't shit.
Basically, like she said, I was like, bro, they were both talking spicy. I said, ooh, boy.
She said the only reason why you got in this company is because you was shaking your ass on Instagram. I was like,
boy.
I was like,
dang, wanna be MMA fighter. I said,
I'm like, ooh, damn.
Like, girl, you must have meant that. Like, let me find out how you really felt.
She meant every single word. Like she meant that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. That's why I was like, oh my God. But
she meant that. Like she got this reaction out of us. She meant that shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I was like, oh girl. And the thing about it though was just like, I mean, as you kind of saw this feud coming, you know, it goes back to like, and I know you probably peeped it from her facial expressions. Ironically, good screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back to when Legato felt that, or LWO, however you want to name them, when they came back to NXT and they reunited and they were happy to see her, and she happened to be with her, and she's like, "Yeah, this is my girl, this is my friend, Lola Vice." Like Lola was completely disinterested.
She was like, I don't know these niggas.
And like literally gave that jealous girl look of like, yeah, oh, hi. And then just kind of like, y'all ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that look that y'all do when you be like, what's going on, my guy? Y'all know that look y'all give of like that jealousy or that this nigga, you know, like y'all.
What you call it when they did the pull apart brawl? Electra called her a punta. I'm like, they didn't cut it fast enough. I'm like, well, I caught that.
Bruh,
she just called you a pussy.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yo, these ladies is not playing, bro. I can't wait for this match. I was like, why? And then y'all was like, y'all giving it to next week? Bet. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to how this turns out. Lola needs this kind of feud anyway, because she's just kind of been there. Pretty face, yes, but need a little bit more. You know, this promo was a good start.
Need a little razzle dazzle so we can actually see like if you are the person to take the title off of, like if they don't put the title on Rocks, if you're the person to take the title of Lyra, we need to be convinced that you can carry like this brand going into post Lyra, because I already know they're going to eventually build to her being the center, or they could have her fail like they did ACH. Remember him?
Oh yeah, he is the only one to fail, isn't he?
I believe so.
Dang, that's right. Because they ain't. Why it would be a brother, of course.
Because Carmelo Hayes won his, Oba won his. Who else had a contract?
Roxy won hers.
Rox won hers. No.
No, remember?
She failed.
Oh no, she did because Cora Jade.
Because Cora,
that's right.
Yeah, so it's two people.
My fault.
Who
I
failed.
forgot, y'all. That's right, because she won the title, but that was on
that was around the time when 2.0 was still an acid trip where you had to process everything.
Yeah.
Everything was literally
They
didn't get the timing down like they got it now.
Okay,
so that's probably why you barely remember it.
Yeah, but well, so yeah, I mean, dang, bro, that's wild. This breakout thing is it's like their money in the bank in a sense. It's really weird, you know what I'm saying? But
let's talk about Miss Parker.
Okay. Yes.
Miss Parker.
Another highlight of my moment in this
Jada Parker attacking Miss Rizzo from the family.
The fact that she's with, you know what, this OTM thing is growing on me now all of a sudden with her in this faction. Like, it's amazing what a woman does with a faction when you add one, right? It's a whole different element, and not even just for them, but even for the the family, I guess, if they're.
Oh yeah, you saw that Tope Rizzo did?
Yeah,
she cleared that rope.
Yeah,
I'm like, dang.
Yeah, bro, that's why I'm like, even with the family, it's crazy like what this is doing. So shout out to the ladies being featured in these like factions with people that are just about to be established, because I don't like the whole Scripps name thing. I wish they'd go back to call his name Reggie.
I call that nigga
Reggie. Because the script thing, I'm like, get rid of
his mama named him Reggie. I'm gonna call him Reggie.
Reggie, dog. That's your name, cuz I ain't calling you no Scripps. But aside from that,
flip the scripts or whatever they signed that they use.
No fact.
Whatever they use, is it out the mud or some
For
shit?
sure.
I don't know.
Aside from that, OTM starting to grow on me a little bit. I'm liking the
It's because Miss Parker, man.
yeah, for sure. Exactly.
Reggie lost. Like, bro, you do not embarrass Miss Parker, man.
Yeah,
She gonna whoop your
you're
ass.
supposed to be like the leader of this thing, and you lost, bro. That don't look good.
Come on, man.
That don't look good at all. But
they using this because it's gonna be a 6-person tag at Vengeance Day. Tony D, Stacks, and Adriana Rizzo versus OTM and Jada Parker.
It's gonna be a trip, boy.
Shout out to Jada Parker and Rizzo.
For sure.
Two gorgeous women.
Yeah, man. Keep killing it, ladies. Y'all doing y'all thing. Let's see another highlight from this show.
Did you peep William Regal back?
Yes, that moment. First off, congrats to Ava because man, we thought The Rock was making moves. Here goes his daughter turning around and making a move on. Right, new general manager of NXT. Wow, not that we didn't kind of see that coming already because she was already kind of doing that, but they officially name it, so it's like okay, well, cool, it's official. I don't know what that means for Shawn Michaels since we never really saw him on camera. So I guess that just means we won't see the HBK on the office door. We'll just see Ava's name.
They probably basically keep him as like a commissioner type gimmick.
Yeah, looks that way. Shout out to Regal though, because I'm like, love the way he gave her that advice. So smooth, so very manly as he is.
Daughter pulled it.
Yeah, basically, if you think about it, bro, that's exactly what she did. She said, "Okay, Dad, yeah, you got your name back, and you were board of directors. Well, I'm a general manager, so ha, but yeah, man, Regal is good, man, and he the way he gave her that advice was just really, the pop alone that he got the moment he walked out that door was like, whoa, you know what I mean?
It called me out. I was like, oh
yeah, we were like, okay,
so that block is officially done. But for those who don't know, he was blocked from appearing on WWE TV when he got his early release from AEW. So,
which means now, I guess that either means we'll see him with his son, or some theories have been going around out there. I'm not going to mention the person, but
him managing Tyler Bate and Peter Dunne.
Well, that, or dare I say, him taking over the general manager role of SmackDown when a certain man named Nick Aldis gets in the ring.
I wouldn't do that. He's been killing it.
He has been killing it, but he's not going to be a GM for long, brother.
I know they're building to him versus Roman at some point. But I'm just saying, like, for now,
Roman and Randy, because Randy is the one that he's really, really slowly going to be wrestling. Now, the Roman thing could happen too, because I mean, he did do it to Adam Pearce too, except he's not getting bullied like Pearce did. Which I'm gonna need Pearce. Hey, Pearce, I'm gonna need you to you remember what he did this past Monday with the whole "I need a drink." I thought about you when he said that because
he said, "I'm like, bro, you gonna be an alcoholic." Like, dog, bro, you keep saying that every week. I need a drink, like, bro. I'm gonna need you to.
I said, bro, everybody said I need a drink. I said, dog, you really you a GM now, and you kind of been one for years, but now you really officially that, and you already letting these folks stress you out. Meanwhile, Nick Aldis over here like showcasing his muscle, like, bro, no, like he doing it on some straight power stuff, like, no, just know it's a triple threat match now. Matter of fact, it's a fatal 4-way. It will be a triple threat if you don't sign.
If he don't come out and sign for the vacant title, and I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? Like he letting you know, like, I'm the boss around here. Sorry, Roman. No, like this man is, meanwhile, you over here, you can barely control damage control. Damn, I need a drink. Bruh, come on now. Pierce, I need you to do better, bro. I need you. You making Raw look real soft. All right.
You know who else need to do better and not scared of hoes?
Come on.
Lexis King. His brother was scaring JC Jane and Thea Hale like crazy.
I mean, a beard drawn on like that, it would scare you too, goddamn. Ugh, man, dog.
Vegeta beard scared the hoes. I don't like to use that term, but he's scared me.
Tell me this: what's the point of this man getting wins anyway, bro? You lost a whole title match.
He's just there.
You lost a title. You lost your debut match, and you lost a title match. Why are you winning now?
I guess the gimmick is he's being talked about. So
Okay, congratulations. You're being talked about for your freaking Vegeta drawn beard, my guy. Wow. Oh my God. You're viral. Thanks.
Also, what was this segment?
I'm trying to figure that out too. Attaching the white woman to the black tag team, I guess.
I guess that's that BBC for you.
Yeah.
Black boy content.
That's all I got for it. All right.
What else would I mean when I say BBC?
Anybody? Anybody? No? All right. Well, in other news, man,
They still teasing Carmelo Hayes and Trick splitting.
you know, we should have made when we did our end of the year awards. Maybe we should add that to this year's, right? Maybe we should be like most drawn, most dragged out storyline of said year, because man, between the devil storyline and this,
getting
my
up there.
God.
Because how long has it been going on since what was it? March? No, not March. The summer, like the fall.
Yeah. It's been a minute, dog. And this no, it's just, bro, please, we know Melo did it, okay? And if it wasn't Melo, what was the freaking point? Point blank period.
They convoluted it when they basically, because I thought it was gonna end at New Year's Evil, but then they inserted Ridge for some reason, so they basically convoluted it. And now they're distancing themselves from it. So it's like Ridge is doing his whole redemption thing, and it's like, okay, what was the? So it's like I'm at that point now. I don't even react to it on Twitter no more. I'll be like, all right, I feel like my reaction to when they finally reveal the end game to this, I will be like, well, it's about damn time. Now Melo can go to SmackDown and Trick can kill it on NXT.
Yeah, because that's another thing that really doesn't even help it. Like you said, the fact that we literally have seen this man wrestling on SmackDown like almost every week. Bro, we know he's on the main roster now. So please, just say it was him. Let them have their match. Bye-bye, Melo.
It's like I appreciate long-term storytelling, but at the same time, it's like I need from you to get to A to Z real quicker than you've gotten. And it's like, and don't convolute it to the point where I just check out. I'm not gonna bash on it, I'm just gonna move on from it.
Facts. Big facts.
So outside of that, Baron Corbin and
the Wolf Dogs.
I'm not saying that shit. I am not saying that shit.
The Wolf Dogs.
The Wolf? No.
The Wolf Dogs, baby.
I will not give them satisfaction.
Wolf Dogs.
No.
The Wolf Dogs, baby.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Braun Breaker folded that boy Nathan Frazier up like he owed 2 months.
Hey, bro, yo, that was a crazy spot. I was like, I wonder if Gresh is gonna take that bump. Probably not. No.
Hell no. Hell no. From Braun? No.
I said no. No. All right.
Absolutely not.
Solidified.
We're not doing that.
Solidified. You heard it. You heard it, people. Add that to the list of bumps that Gresh is not taking.
I will literally quit my job.
Oh.
If they tell me, hey, you gotta take this bump from Braun. All right, well, I quit. Fuck you and this job. Go to hell.
F this here, I'm out.
No, absolutely
not. All right, that makes two. That's what I'm saying. Hey.
But yeah, so after that win, it's basically going to be the winners of it's basically going to be Braun and Baron Corbin versus the winners of the Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams or the LWO match that's going to happen next week. So Vengeance Day is 1 week from Sunday.
So literally right after the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, literally the next week, not the same weekend, but the literal next week.
Okay.
There won't be a Royal Rumble post show for us, but it'll be a Vengeance Day post show. So
Cool.
we got y'all covered on that because
Sweet.
it's on a Sunday, and I'll be in town. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was. Oh, I feel like I forgot something. Did I forget something? Oh, did you see that brawl with Joe Gacy and Dijak?
Yeah, I chose not to even acknowledge it. I was like, oh, he wrestles again. All right.
Like, what is happening? And then you saw Booker's face in the background.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then look closer, right on Booker's right, and you see that lady right there. She's confused. She's like,
yeah,
what are these white boys doing?
Yeah. I mean, even he don't know. Look at Dijak's face, for crying out loud. Even he don't know. And it's like, I don't know. We're just going along with it. Why not?
The man's laughing, and Joe Gacy, like, Booker is so conflicted. Like, I feel like everybody was Booker watching this segment.
Yeah, as they should have been. I mean, bro, what can you say to this? Literally nothing. It's like, okay. Quietly walks away.
Last thing about NXT, they basically confirmed Obafemi versus Dragon Lee for Vengeance Day.
Who? Yeah, I'm saying.
So when this man give you this look, run.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You know, shout out to the Java Tears podcast, man. You know, these fools actually said this man needs to make a stable with all African men right now. Like,
so him, Omos, and Apollo Crews.
Yeah, him, Omos, Apollo, Kofi. It's like you just call them, and then call them the League of Africans. Oh boy, hey, man, Java Tears was going in. They would have some funny little names though, man. Like they're like, you can have all your nations. You know, you can have you can take
them African niggas.
Yeah, you can do like a World War II type situation where it's like 3 rings, and you got the Latinos in one, you got the Africans in another, you got either the Samoans, where they say you can't do the Samoans, there's too many doggone Samoans, so they were like either do, Japanese or something like
that. Yeah, because you saw Roman Reigns take a picture with his cousin.
Yeah,
that wants to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more of them niggas. It's lot of a lot of them Somo niggas.
You got him. You got Zilla still out there on the indies right now. Jacob 5-2. Man, the list goes on, bro. It's crazy.
One thing that I've learned from acknowledging these Samoans, especially the bloodline, is I love the fuck.
Hey man, the bloodline is strong. I'm
gonna need y'all to get another hobby. Like, damn, it's like it's like 20 of y'all popping out everyone. Like, y'all should get another hobby. Go invest into sewing. Start sewing whenever you feel aroused. Just start sewing sweaters.
Yeah,
because it's too many of y'all popping up left and right. Like, God, dang,
if you ever saw Hobbs and Shaw, that was living proof.
That was living proof. It's like 40 of them niggas in one bloodline.
Taking on a whole army with no problem. Sheesh.
man said the bloodline trying to be like the Nexus. Bro, it was more bloodline than Nexus.
Man, what? Nexus wish they was that deep. Pause. Oh man. What'd you say?
What the fuck did he just say?
Oh nigga. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Boy.
Oh man. But yeah, that's NXT. Let's talk about you peeped TNA Impact last week.
Of course. Gotta show love to TNA, man.
Got to, man. Got to, man. So what's your highlights of?
For sure, Nick Nemeth promo. Letting them state,
his situation, why he's here. I respect the fact that he's respecting the brothers and sisters in the back, not to just insert himself into a title match, wanting to earn it and start from the bottom all the way up. So I'm like, okay. Trinity did the same thing. So shout out to the fact that TNA is painting a different image than AEW, right? Because like it seems like anybody that comes from like a WWE or whatever automatically gets inserted into like a semi-main event like aspect, but yet they got respect for these wrestlers where they're like, no, you guys built this house. I want to earn my way. I want to wrestle some of you guys and prove that I belong in the main event in your house. Him and Macklin had an interesting promo, exchange of words, where I was like, okay, this should be an interesting feud. First feud for Nick Nemeth. So for sure, looking forward to seeing what happens. Not a fan of my girl Tasha Steelz losing to this rookie here. That was not cool.
You don't know who Zaya Brookside is?
I do not, and I don't appreciate her.
You don't know who her daddy is? Robbie Brookside?
Definitely.
I'm trolling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Look, bro. No, you could have had her beat anybody else on that roster, bro. Why I gotta be Tasha Steelz, bro? Why? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed by that. Tasha deserves better. Hashtag Tasha deserves better. Tasha Steelz, baby. Josh Alexander and Will Ospreay.
Great match. Great match.
These two are just perfect dance partners, man. They don't know how to put on a bad match, bro. Like, give me a part 3. I know he's, getting ready to transition into AEW soon once his New Japan stuff runs out. But man, if you can give me a part 3 before that happens, please do. And Frankie Kazarian turning heel. That was interesting. I was like, okay, we got the OGs battling it out. I'm interested to see where that goes. Not gonna lie, he generated some good heat. It gave me Bobby Roode vibes when he went heel. Let's see what the old veterans got left in the tank, man. Let's see what he can do in this heel situation.
One of my highlights of this episode was the X Division Scramble. I loved every second of it.
Okay.
Every single second of it. So they opened the show, loved it. And the match that obviously closed the show, loved every single second of it. Jake something won. A lot of people don't comprehend the name Jake something. It's different, it's unique, and it's something, pun intended. So,
yeah, he's getting comparisons to Samoa Joe in terms of being the big guy.
I see it.
I
see it immensely. I get that. I get that myself. I'm like, you're basically filling these. I think I said it last week. You're filling the shoes that Joe left.
Yeah.
As far as that big man in the X division, like remember when Joe first came to TNA, he was basically that big muscle that was in the X division that was cooking, and then eventually won the Super X Cup. That's what they need to bring back is the Super X Cup.
Yeah, I'm hoping they bring that back too. The partnership should definitely set that up down the line, but we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Oh yeah, for sure. So next week, this coming Thursday, you'll see Naomi.
Yeah. Might as well be.
Everybody been saying Naomi. That's what's throwing me off. Trinity will get her rematch for the TNA Knockouts World Championship against Jordan Grace. You'll see Nick Nemeth make his TNA in-ring debut against Zachary Wentz with Trey Miguel of the Rascals. You'll see one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Chris Bay,
my guy,
go 1-on-1 with Kevin Knight.
Shout out to my guy, Kevin Knight. What's up, dog? Chris Bay, salute to you too, my guy. That's going to slap.
That's going to slap for real. And then obviously you're going to have probably the main event or one of the highlights will be the System World Champion Moose, Brian Myers, and Eddie Edwards versus Kazuchika Okada and the Motor City Machine Guns. That'll be a nice 6-man tag that's going to go down on Thursday on Access TV, as well as YouTube Insiders or Impact Insiders, which is their YouTube membership, which would be, I believe, it's 30 minutes after Access TV. So if you ain't peeping that, if you ain't watching TNA, I'm just letting you know right now, you ain't missing out on some good stuff. Like I know I saw someone show up their ratings for Access TV, which was like 100 and something thousand. I'm like, that's expected. Everybody don't have Access TV. I surprisingly have Access TV through Sling.
Yeah, me too.
So,
yeah, it's on Sling. But like you said, the crazy part is not every network or wherever you watch your cable has that. So hopefully this year, if not this year or next year,
they eventually sprinkle their, or at least try to tip their toe into somewhere else. But yeah, TNA Impact this week was something real serious. Next up, we're gonna switch over to Raw. Did you peep the Seth Rollins announcement?
I did.
What's your thoughts on his announcement before we get to who interrupted him?
In all honesty, I listened to a lot of Busted Open before this, and they had Mark Henry was with Denise Salcedo. Sorry if I messed your last name up, girl, but they had a doctor on, and he spoke about the injury because he's a specialist and he deals with these type of injuries with, wrestlers, NFL players, all that. And so the way he broke down the injury process and the tissues and how the meniscus works and the MCL and all that, he said that realistically he could fight past this, make it to Mania and get surgery afterwards, or he can go through with the surgery, still make it back in time. Based off the tears and the sincerity, you can tell that's the face of a man who really felt unfortunate by this, but knows that he's got a job to do to try to get back to Mania with that title. But basically what the doctor and Mark Henry and all those on Busted Open predicted, looks like that's exactly what's going on. He's going to take some time off. He's going to get this situated and be back in time for WrestleMania so we can get that main event that we desire to see with him and Punk. But I will say this final thing, though. I hope and pray this does not lead to any complications
or long-term damage.
Yes, because that's the only concern I have currently, is that will this be a thing that, even though it's not as serious as they say, could this be worse given his previous knee history that causes him to?
Didn't he have a similar injury in 2017?
Yeah. He had ACL the first time, and then I believe the second time was either ACL or MCL.
So he has multiple knee injuries, and he wrestled Triple H at what was it, 33?
Yeah. He's low key almost treading Derrick Rose territory to my basketball players out there, in a sense of, I've always heard people already say that this Seth Rollins, even though he's still putting on bangers, is not the same Seth Rollins that we had prior to the knee injuries, right?
Oh, for sure.
This makes me wonder how his performance will be beyond this point now, because now it's like, it might be that time, Seth. You may have to. I know you've been getting on Roman about being part-time. We know you love.
You might either have to step into part-time or just be a full-time daddy.
Yeah, man. It might be time. Might be weighing in that direction for him, man. I mean, we know how this business works. It's not. You try to do it forever, but when injuries come into the picture, it weighs on you as you get older, man. And Seth's getting on up there now, man. So we're going to see how this plays out. But best of prayers and lucks to Seth in this recovery process.
Oh, for sure. So immediately interrupting that was none other than the ring general, Gunther.
Of course.
Gunther. So Gunther came out to bully this man, basically.
Yeah. Now, I would love to know what you thought about that one.
Man, I loved every second of this. I'm like, bro, Gunther is my guy. Like, I don't care who people they still bitch and moan about him changing his name from Walter to Gunther. I'm like, it don't matter whatever. It don't matter the name. I don't care if you call him Gunther, Walter, Tom, and Nick Mysterio. I don't care what you call him. That man is a menace.
Facts, big facts.
That man is a menace. Like, bro, this man got a smug look. You know he's insincere. You know he don't give a crap about you, bro. But nah, I loved every second of this promo. Like, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, yo, I know they're teasing They're teasing. They're basically Gunther is not winning the Royal Rumble on Sunday because he kept saying Sunday and he meant Saturday, but we turned it into a meme. He slipped up and said Sunday. So, according to Gunther, he's going to be the only one that's in Tampa on Sunday.
Poor guy. It's all good.
It's all good though, but nah, it's all jokes. But nah, they're teasing. If they're teasing this match, because I believe they're going to have a pay-per-view in his home country.
Mm-hmm. I do believe, yeah.
If whoever's the world champion, by the time they get to that country, this could easily set up Gunther to be the guy after he loses the Intercontinental title.
If he loses that IC title, too.
Yeah, if
he could just pull a Oscar or somebody or Samoa Joe in AEW. You know, he could just surrender that thing and be like, "Yeah, I'm done with it." Now, would it hurt the prestige? Maybe a bit, but at the same time, it would just showcase just how bad he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody could beat him. So,
I feel like if that was the case, they need to have Chad Gable win it.
I feel like that window is closed and it's gonna stay closed, bro. Like at this point, if it ain't Jey Uso,
if it ain't Jey Uso, Sheamus maybe, because he's injured and they broke up the Brawling Brute, so they might be trying for a 3-peat. They could make it happen.
I mean, I guess it's just I wouldn't be mad at that.
My chip is all the way Jey Uso.
Yeah, I'm more at this point. It would have to be Jey Uso if they're gonna go that route. Like if somebody's got to beat him.
Big E. That's just wishful thinking at this point.
Let's see what happens on Saturday before we.
Jey Uso. Yeah, Jey Uso. Yeah, let's see what happens on Saturday. But yeah, Jey Uso. Jey Uso is my guy to dethrone because they're making it a big deal about Jey Uso, even considering because he won championship gold this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have him face Big Bronson Reed next week after Raw. I mean, the Raw after Rumble. So yeah, but yeah, Gunther, they're setting him up to be the next world champion if Seth Rollins doesn't drop it at WrestleMania. For sure.
Definitely not mad at it. We knew it was coming eventually for him, and yeah, it's about that time, man. Man, we got a new Roman.
You talk about Seth being a new Roman.
Well, Gunther in a sense, really, because I mean, if when he gets a hold of that title, oh yeah, we got our new Roman Reigns right there.
And speaking of Gunther, Imperium, they've been cooking. Imperium and New Day, they've been going to war. What you think about this tag match? I loved it.
I love it, man. I love that the New Day shows new fire, and
they're done with the side missions.
No, for real,
fine,
for real, and we'll see what happens, man. Especially if we get a, dare I say, surprise entry and a return from Big E, man. New Day gonna come back to remind some people of some stuff.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got so hyped with this. It was a double counter, obviously, but people weren't really feeling it. But you know what? I made a joke and sorry, Woods, my bad. But why was this man rocking that Samuel L. Jackson haircut from Split?
Hey man, you know
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. Like I can't even, hey, sometimes my boy gonna rock it how he want to rock it. You feel me? And it's just he in that style right now. You know what I mean?
All he gotta do is just like dye it a little gray.
Yeah.
And put a little gray in his beard when he grows it back. Because that man grows a beard like nobody's business. I swear 1 minute he has a clean face and then like a month later he got a beard.
No, it's facts. He can grow that thing whenever he wants. Like it's crazy how he does that. But hey man, we'll see what Woods do. You know what I mean? We'll see how he play it out.
But I'm intrigued. Hopefully they put this in like a street fight or something.
Yeah,
for next week or something.
This is kind of where I need the tag team titles to not be held hostage by the Judgment Day.
They need to split them up.
Yeah.
Same thing, because especially if they're gonna put Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on SmackDown to be in the tag division, both teams need a tag or just continue to or just hot potato. Like once they defend the title here, still go to SmackDown and still go to Raw, still go to SmackDown, go to NXT for a one-off. Who cares?
Big facts.
I mentioned Chad Gable with dethroning Gunther, but what you think about that match that he had with Ivar?
pretty
That shit
solid.
went
Yeah,
crazy.
pretty
That
solid.
thing went crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. They just had it's literally they just showed up to say, you know what, we're finna have a random dope ass match
Mhm.
on a Monday night.
Yeah, we already know how to give props to Gable in terms of what he's able to do, but for Mr.
We gotta get
Ivar,
Ivar.
that guy
Yeah.
been cooking for weeks now, man. Going back to the feud he had with Kofi, and the side missions, as we mentioned. Bro, like Ivar been going off. I mean, we don't know when his partner will be back based off the surgery and the injury situation.
Wasn't there a neck injury?
Yeah, like I said, we don't know when we'll see him back,
So
but
we may not.
knowing WWE,
Unfortunately.
knowing WWE, who knows? But prayers that we do. But if not, I'm not mad at his singles push. A little random with Valhalla, but making it work.
Chad Gable lost because she blew her breath. She just said, ah, and he got froze in disgust.
Yeah,
Sad. Brush your teeth, man.
it's always the dirty one.
Did you see that shit that Vince Russo said about her?
No, what did that guy say?
He basically was like, he literally at WWE was like, Valhalla should not shave and like really and not bathe. And I'm like,
What?
the timing he said that, I'm like, bro, it is. I think that was around the time I pulled an all-nighter after the show. It was literally after the show, after last week's show. I'm like, bro, you tweeted this at 2 a.m. Why was this on your heart this early in the morning? You ain't got bed?
Bro, why are you condoning talents to not practice good hygiene, my guy?
I'm like, bro, what is your obsession with this? This is
Do
nasty.
you want the girl to get infections? Do you want her to not live? Like,
Apparently he don't. He's like, man, it's just a little dirt. It's just a little funk. You all right?
what?
Your coochie can stink.
You know what I'm? Throwback moment to the people who remember OG YouTube. Unforgivable. Carry on.
I just had to bring that up because I was like, bro, why is, I think I at him too. I literally quote to him. I'm like, bro, why is this on your heart? How did we get here?
Wow.
You had me up here hitting that. What was the reason? What was the reason? You funky bitch. Like what Bernie Mac say? Nasty bitch.
Oh no, man. No. Come on now.
Yeah, nah, yeah. I was appalled. I'm like, bro, why? Because it came across my timeline. I'm like, why is this on my timeline right now? What are we doing here?
Exactly. Nothing at
But I
all.
know what we are doing here. Did you peep that the face to face?
Yes.
Cody Rhodes and CM Punk engaging in polarizing war words before the Rumble.
Boy.
Was it polarizing?
Boy. Oh my goodness. Hey man, that's 3 straight weeks of dope promo work between the 3 men involved here, which tells me it sells you that much more on this Saturday's Royal Rumble. Because the war of words that have been spit amongst the 3, and when you say 3, who are we talking about? Hi-Lite? Well, we're talking about Drew McIntyre also. It's been a whole random mix. It started off having Drew McIntyre and CM Punk going at it. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, no, I believe it was Drew McIntyre and Cody first, and then CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and now Cody and CM Punk. So it's just like, whoa. Like, and these, no matter which combination you threw, words were being spit. Like dog. You could almost say they took that personal. Especially in this promo right here. Like, my guy, y'all are friends?
I think I got a couple quotes from it, or at least one that stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
The one that CM Punk said, he said, I didn't have the famous dad.
Mm-hmm.
my father was blue collar. My father was just a regular guy. He was an electrician, which makes it kind of ironic. I'm more of the American dream than you are.
Mm-hmm.
When he said that shit, I was like,
But see, what got me was Cody's retaliation to it.
what was his retaliation?
Because his bar to just be like, let's talk about the pipe bomb. You left, and you didn't just like leave and give the ball to someone else.
You didn't pass the mantle.
Yeah, you just left and dropped it, and I picked it up, and I literally did what you said. So I guess that makes me
more CM Punk. You. I was like,
oh, like boy, y'all going at it.
Yeah,
I'm like, y'all friends. Shit.
Y'all say y'all was friends. Y'all was friends. Right. I thought y'all was friends.
Yeah. Ironically, you both have neck tattoos too. Go figure. You know, that's just
battle of the neck tattoos. 31 and the ugly
nightmare symbol.
Nightmare symbol.
But it just goes to show, man. Like, bro, if this don't tell you,
and I saw the reaction to it. Some of it was mixed. Like some of it, like myself, I praised it. Mm-hmm. But it's like a lot of people are so conditioned to see people yelling at each other. They was literally like they was complimenting each other, but they was literally being shady. And that's what I want to see in my promos too. Like I accept every form of promo. Like if you gotta yell at each other, yell at each other. If you don't, you don't. Like every promo doesn't need to be yelled.
It really don't. I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, The Rock didn't always have to yell to get a point across. You know, he would just make you laugh in a promo like way. You talk about some of the greatest promos you've ever seen, especially in battle form. It didn't always involve yelling. Sometimes it was just those puns, those mic drop moments, like what we credit people when we do our end of the year awards, like moments that you remember forever, just off one line, two lines. You know, boy, that face to face is one you ain't never gonna forget. And that was nose to nose based off the screenshot. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's on. Like, it is on.
Like Booker T said, it's on like a steaming pot neck bone.
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Shout out to Booker on commentary, people. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I cannot wait for this Saturday's Royal Rumble. It is going to be a vibe. The story
for sure. But before we get to Royal Rumble, it's time to step into the world of All Elite.
Oh yeah,
we got some things going on over there. Tony Khan, he said the rankings are coming back to AEW going forward starting this month. And AEW is having a very exciting January, and this is only the beginning of an amazing 2024 for AEW and our fans. What are your thoughts on the AEW rankings returning?
You didn't care about them before. Why do you care about them now? Why?
Hot take.
Why? You did literally nothing with them the first time.
Talk your talk.
Am I supposed to just be excited because you're bringing? Didn't you just get through tweeting about the logic behind? Oh, Jinder Mahal, he's a loser. He gets a title match. Da 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 da. Hook's been getting wins. You wasn't acknowledging that when you had rankings. Why does that matter? Why do I care? I don't. Okay, so what? That means people on Rampage and people on Collision are going to have these records, and you still won't put them in logical title matches that make sense, because you're still going to take titles and you're going to give them random title shots to somebody out of the blue and be like, what?
So you mean we're not gonna see random Sky Blue title match back to back? Like she bounced from the TBS title to the Women's World title, and then the span of a week and lost both of them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what you're going to get. Oh, sure, the match may slap, possibly, but you won't care because the ranking won't add up or make any sense. So unless these rankings are going to make legit sense, Tony, I don't care. I'm sorry.
And we ain't got to worry about. I think one positive, we don't have to worry about them wrestling on Dark anymore. So it's like you won't be like, oh, I didn't see this match, so how am I supposed to care? I think it's going to literally be you're going to have to win on Collision and Dynamite. Hopefully, hopefully he clarifies this. if you wrestle on Ring of Honor, it shouldn't count. It shouldn't count.
Yeah.
If there's a ranking system, it should be a ranking system for AEW and a ranking system for Ring of Honor. So I feel like if you're on the ranking system for Ring of Honor, that should disqualify you from the ranking systems of AEW. So it won't be as convoluted. Like, make it make sense. If this is what you want to do, make it make sense this go around.
And it definitely won't. I hate to be that guy.
It probably won't. I'm basically grasping at straws. I'm trying to make sense of this. Like, I'm trying to give you constructive criticism. Like, the reason why I stopped caring about the rankings the first time is because you didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go full throttle with the rankings this go round, you have to make it make sense.
Agreed.
I need to see if I'm supposed to care about Hook, he needs to climb up the ranks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that good match that he had with Joe be the end of it. He needs to climb up the ranks and try to get that title shot and make it into a story.
Yeah.
Same with Edge. Adam Copeland, if he's going to be chasing Christian with the Cope Open, that should factor into the rankings for the TNT title.
Yeah. And I give credit for Edge. At least he's smart enough to acknowledge, like, okay, I lost twice, and I'm going to build it up from the bottom. And this is without a ranking system. Okay.
They need to incorporate that with the ranking system.
Exactly. And it's just it's wild to me, because when you look at TNA, as I just mentioned, Nick Nemeth comes in and literally made it known, I want to work from the bottom up. They don't even have a ranking system. So imagine if they did something like that. That's him telling you, I'm going to start at the very bottom of the rank, work my way up to number one contender, go for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship that I want to earn and win. Make your AEW talent do that, please, with whatever title they're going for. That's all we ask.
That's what I'm saying. Just make it make sense. Like, we're not out here bashing on it. We're not even finna 100% dismiss it. We just want you to, here's what we suggest. Make it make sense. Make people work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just have random people winning random matches and then just shooting them to the number one contender shot. I shouldn't see Trent Beretta losing 4 weeks in a row, and then next thing I know, he wins 2 matches and he's automatically number one contender for the TNT title or the international title.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, if you're going to bring back rankings, scratch all open challenges. That includes Orange Cassidy and whatever he's doing with the international title this time. Everybody has to work for it. That's what I want to say. Go back to your roots. Everybody has to work for it, but also make it make sense. Be consistent with it, please.
Speaking of that, that's a perfect transition to ask this. Undisputed Kingdom. Looks like they're all starting to claim their marks and targets here.
6 weeks. We got to wait 6 weeks for that title match. 5 weeks, actually. 4 weeks.
Wild. Okay. We're talking about ranking systems, but yet they're calling their shots here. And you're going
to have to clean that up.
I'm just curious, because it's you got Roddy over here going right after Cassidy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow is just somewhere in this title picture because Cole keeps saying, yeah, he will be champion to then give it to me. Right. So, well, how's that going to work? What about Swerve? What about Hangman? Where are we going here? What's going on? And I pray for the life of me, please don't let Swerve get lost in the shuffle here. Strike while the iron's hot, people.
Please.
Strike while the iron's hot.
So that's what I'm saying. He's saying it's returning, but he didn't give us a direct date.
Mm-hmm.
I need a direct date. Is it going to return after Revolution? Is it going to return before Revolution? We need clarity and we need more substance, because as far as I'm concerned, they're not returning this week because I haven't seen a graphic.
Facts.
So I'm going to give you until Revolution to clarify what you're doing with these rankings and get me to care. I want to trust you, brother. Don't let me down, Anthony. Don't let me down. Do you know the card for Dynamite this week? I got you covered.
Yeah, let me know about it, brother. I don't think I got.
You got Penta El Zero Miedo versus Hangman Adam Page.
Should be good. Okay.
You got Mogul Embassy after losing their ROH World Trios titles, going after the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass for the World Trios.
So
titles.
You lose titles to get. Okay. Sure. Whatever. God.
You got Wardlow of United Kingdom versus Trent Beretta.
Squash. Okay. Sure.
You got Minoru Suzuki versus Adam Copeland.
Random as all get out.
That caught me off guard. And you got Swerve Strickland versus Jeff Hardy.
I ain't mad at this one. I saw that graphic and I'm not mad at it.
Especially after that Darby and Hardy match on Rampage that I peeped.
For sure. Yeah. You know, I mean, I know people were talking about the Hardys and everything. I think y'all are more so talking about Matt. You know, like Jeff,
for sure.
Jeff's had his moments, sure, here and there, but I mean, he's shown he can still put on some good bangers, especially with the right dance partners. But Matt, yeah, my guy.
It's time. Matt, it's time to be a father.
Yeah, Matt. You
remember what I told to John the Dreamer last week? It's your same goes to you.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Go be a father, brother. It's okay. It's all right. It's time to go. It's
you know, be a trainer if you gotta be involved. Be backstage on the creative team. You got a creative mind, brother. I mean,
but your body is telling you it's time to go. Yeah. Your body is saying, I can't do this. Help me. That's what your body is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is tired.
Yeah, dog. Listen to it, please.
Also, we'll also hear from Sting and Darby Allin. And they will have a face-to-face between Timeless Tony Storm and Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay. Well, that reminded me seeing that graphic of Sting and Darby. Sir, what are your thoughts on this Nicholas and Matthew situation? Yeah, since they want to call them by the government. What is that all about? The mustache and the professional corporate looking bucks.
They look like two porn stars from Vice City.
This ain't a Vince McMahon gimmick if I've ever seen it.
Like, I hear them. I understand what they're trying to do, but it's like, and I'm pretty sure it's a direct shot at Brawl Out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like I don't moved on from Brawl Out, so it doesn't phase me. I'm like, oh, so you're just basically doing something that's 5-6 months too little, too late. This is my opinion. But if anybody is intrigued, if the sound of my voice is intrigued by that, good for you. Well, the match, because I'm pretty sure they're building to the Young Bucks versus Sting and Darby Allin. Will the match itself be fun? Sure. Will I care about the characters? I need more than just a sit-down interview where they're being dicks to Renee Young or Renee Paquette. Excuse me.
Yeah. No facts, because I mean, you already. I never liked him to begin with, but this makes me not like him even more. It's just like,
I think that's the point.
I guess.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think that is the point.
If that's what y'all going for, then more power to you guys. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, outside of that, that's going to go down on Collision after this past Saturday is going to be a 6-man elimination trio steel cage match between FTR and Danny Garcia versus House of Black.
Yeah, that should be a banger.
I'll definitely watch that on Sunday.
For sure. Oh yeah, because we ain't watching that during Royal Rumble, buddy. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, that's the only downside, guys. Y'all would do this the day of the Royal Rumble. Like, why? It's cool.
But I know a lot of people was like, "Why will I go to Dynamite on this?" I'm like, bro, they always come to Georgia when I'm out of town.
When they're supposed to be out here, I had a feeling they were.
They're in Savannah. They're in Savannah today at the time of this recording.
Oh, yeah. I ain't going to Savannah, dog. Nah, I ain't going to Savannah, dog. You know,
I'll tolerate Duluth, but
yeah.
Savannah, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. But yeah, that's all we got for Dynamite. I mean, for AEW in general. Any other things we miss? I mean, we'll definitely talk about it next week or whatever. We'll give our thoughts on everything that we saw, along with our thoughts on Royal Rumble. Because, like I said, there will not be a post show for us because I will be still out of town,
Yeah, and
and
I have a whole gig that day,
he has a gig. So
it's not gonna happen, y'all. I do apologize, but
we got y'all next week to give our thoughts on it. We'll start off the show giving our thoughts on the Royal Rumble, so we can we'll reference it because by the time Raw happened, the fallout would already start. So we'll reference our thoughts on certain things. Like if anything big happens, we'll definitely talk about it.
for sure.
Speaking of the Royal Rumble, it's that time of year for our very first speed round preview and predictions. This one will be match short because they're only promoting 4 matches.
Which makes sense. Usually in the Royal Rumble, it's not a big match card anyway, so I can see why that would be.
All right, so you want to start off with the individual, the title matches, and then the Rumble?
Yeah.
Close out from there?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna start off with the United States Championship match. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship after Kevin Owens won a tournament on SmackDown. What are your thoughts on the booking of this match and then your pick?
Pretty solid. War of words and situations between the two. I've been semi interested. But it's filler, as we know. I got Logan Paul taking the dub on this in some kind of cheap fashion, no doubt. Because you know they gotta protect my boy KO some kind of way. But whether it's using the broken hand angle or using his old famous brass knucks, they're gonna find a way to let Logan retain and maybe do a rematch by, say, Elimination Chamber, which squashes that feud before we get to LA Knight and Logan.
Oh, okay. So I'm going the same route. I feel like KO was just here to give Logan Paul a great match. They could swerve us and have KO win, but it's like after that, what will he do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could have him feud with Santos Escobar. I can see Santos screwing him.
Ooh, yeah.
Being honest with you, but I see Logan Paul retaining the world title. I've been enjoying the build to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
They've been taking nice little digs with each other. I know they worked KO's injury into a story. I don't know if he's legitimately injured with his right hand, but Logan actually stood tall on SmackDown last week. So they got one more show to build to this. If they do build to it, if not, then I still see Logan Paul retaining the title.
For sure.
Next up, we have Roman Reigns defending the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles. I'm gonna go start on this one. I see Roman Reigns retaining. I've been enjoying the feud or the build up that they've been using with Nick Aldis establishing his dominance, but Roman is not dropping his title in Tampa. I'm sorry. I know everybody. Who do I see taking the pin though? LA Knight.
So Roman definitely for the win, and I'm actually going to say AJ Styles takes the pin.
Interesting. So that's how we're gonna determine the winner for this pick. We both pretty much know Roman is retaining. So I see LA Knight taking the pin, and you see AJ Styles taking the pin. Okay, intriguing. That'd be a nice little swerve right there. Next up, we have the women's Royal Rumble match. They actually didn't reveal a lot of participants at the time of this recording. So far, they've only confirmed Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Bayley, and Bianca Belair.
That indicates we're going to get a lot of surprises.
If they do not reveal anybody else on SmackDown, yeah,
we're going to get a lot of surprise entrants, some legends, some NXT call-ups, no doubt. My guess is probably Nikita Lyons because I haven't seen her in about a couple weeks, I think.
Was she lost
last week. Yeah, but something tells me from that loss though, I was like, because remember she was trying her revenge and he still lost.
That means she's just a loser.
Yeah, but you only lose when you're getting called up.
Nah, she's just a loser.
Nah, bro, she getting called up, bro. Because remember,
You think she get called?
They-
You think she ready to be called up?
they already had called her up before. Remember,
Did they?
her and Zoe Stark, and look where Zoe Stark's already at.
Oh,
So yeah, I
so-
mean, I wouldn't be surprised, dog. I would not be surprised, but
oh.
we'll see. We'll see. Even if it's not a full call up, maybe a semi, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm still having a hard
What about
time.
Jay? You think Jay gonna pop up in there?
Part of me says yes, but then there's another part of me that says no. I think we're still going to be on a wait.
Okay. So who do you have winning this one?
Dog, I'm nervous because I don't know how to call this. A lot of people are saying Bailey. It's
That's the fun behind it. You don't know.
Yeah, it's the friendly route to say Bailey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of me is going to go on a swerve and say, call me crazy, but some part of me almost wants to say it's Liv Morgan.
You think they're gonna swerve us and have Liv Morgan like get her revenge because Rhea took her out?
It could happen. I mean, think about it. The story makes sense, but also, I mean, their build up makes sense. The story makes sense, and then also when you think about last year and how she was that close.
Mm-hmm. You think she's gonna start at 1?
No, it could be a 15 situation. Start off at come in at like number 15 or number
Like 20 or something.
20 or 17 ish. Somewhere between.
Yeah, around that number. To give her at least a good playing field to kind of soak in that pop.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. I'm gonna go the route that I feel like they should go, and I'm gonna pick Bailey.
Okay.
I feel like it's her time to win the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I would have loved for Mercedes to win the Royal Rumble in 2022, but they went the Ronda Rousey route. But as far as like
that was
2024, it was stupid. But as far as 2024, I feel like it's time for Bailey to prove her. And it's like, here's my swerve. I still say this. People keep saying, "Oh, if she wins, she's gonna turn on like damage control is gonna turn on her or whatever." I feel like they should go the Batista route and have her turn on damage control. Like she finally feels disrespected by them.
It would be a nice swerve of sorts because everybody's expecting them to turn on her. So yeah, that would be genius on her part because that's kind of part of what she does. She's a thinker, So I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'm just in my estimate, guys. I'm just trying to be a little different because why not? But
Why not? Why not? And for the men, so far we have that's confirmed. We have Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Damian Priest, and Kofi Kingston. No Xavier Woods. Interesting.
yeah, I was saying the same thing, which means we're gonna get a Kofi spot.
Of course, they got to do it. That's the gimmick now. You got to do a Kofi spot.
I hope it's not botched again.
Even though they did the one with Kalani Jordan like last week.
Mm-hmm. That's all we're good for, apparently. Go figure.
Being spider monkeys.
Yeah.
But if I had to go with who I want to see win the men's Royal Rumble match, I'm gonna throw people off. I wouldn't mind Cody winning back to back. It's predictable, but sometimes predictable isn't bad.
The interesting factor of that is that they are kind of setting that up as if he can be a 2-time winner because they teased it. Like, hey, there hasn't been a back-to-back winner since Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Right.
And yeah, you could see it. But I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna go the other way around and just go with CM Punk, man. I think we're gonna get a CM Punk win. First Royal Rumble, pick
just
up,
to get it out the way.
pick up where he left off. 2014 when he left, his last match was the Royal Rumble. He got screwed out of that Royal Rumble. Should have won that Royal Rumble. Either him or Daniel Bryan, that is. And what better way to pick up and make up for the sins of the past, if you will, than to give him his Royal Rumble win, give him his opportunity to main event of WrestleMania, and mission accomplished.
Yeah. So how do you do that? Do you have him go after Roman, or do you have him go after Seth? Because that's the tricky part.
Yeah, that's the tricky part, and I think it depends on the health of Seth by that point.
And the reason why I say that's a tricky part is because if they do Cody, he can finish the story, and they can shut up about it.
Right.
Because he's just going to automatically pick Roman Reigns.
Right.
Whereas if CM Punk wins, Cody's still technically on Raw. He would need to find a loophole to get him to contend for Roman. He can win Elimination Chamber. They can do like a cross-branded Elimination Chamber where the winner faces Roman Reigns. They can go that route.
They could, or they could just do what they did with Jey Uso, and he can politic a way of getting traded over there.
Who you think he trade over there though?
LA Knight,
maybe.
AJ Styles. It could be anyone, because that main event title reign over there getting kind of crowded. So you could take one of your main events.
You have to balance it out. Yeah, I mean the funny thing is about it, both sides are crowded, and that's the beauty behind it.
True. It's a beautiful
because Punk is on Raw.
He is. That is true. Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, Punk versus AJ Styles, dog.
Because the funny thing is, if they give it to Cody, they can still do the Elimination Chamber where Punk earns that title match.
Yeah.
Through the Elimination Chamber. But they can also just give Punk the Rumble win and then just have him pick Seth Rollins. But the only way I would see them, people would be sympathetic towards Seth, so I would see them turning Punk heel.
It's possible. He has no problem being able to do that.
He don't mind being a dick.
Yeah, he has no problem with it whatsoever. Yeah, bro, it's interesting.
That's the beauty behind it. It's like we don't know exactly how they can go. They can go multiple ways.
Yeah,
hell, they can give it to Drew again.
They could if they wanted. They really could. And how ironic that would be, because he wouldn't be robbed of his moment this time, and he finishes his story.
Everybody finishes stories. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Everybody take a puff of the joint every time they say finish the story, because everybody's finishing the goddamn story.
And that's the beautiful thing about this Royal Rumble versus previous ones. Like, I love how every year the Royal Rumble seems to tell a different story. Like the year Drew did win, it was Brock Lesnar telling the story of like, I'm gonna be different and be the WWE champion in here just to dominate all y'all, to make us think like, well, wait, what happens if the WWE champion wins it then? Who challenges the champion? A champion can't challenge himself. So what happens? Only for Drew to come in and be like, nah, we ain't having that. Boom, eliminates the champion. Crowd pops, turns into a whole different Rumble. Next thing you know, Drew wins, has his moment. So, I mean, some of these Rumbles in the past have always had different stories to them that have been unique. So this one's probably one of the most, if not the most unique story, because of the many stories that connect into this Rumble. So, yeah, I mean, if Orton wasn't already involved in a Fatal 4-Way, he could have been in this Rumble to finish the story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to do, if Roman does defend it, if they don't get The Rock, because I know everybody's still talking about The Rock, I feel like Orton should get that title match at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
There's so many ways they can book this road to WrestleMania. That's the fun part.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not mad at either outcome. Like, I know some people want to, the popular opinion, to be mad about something. I'm not mad at nothing. That is any of the decisions that they made on this road to WrestleMania. I am not mad at it.
Oh yeah, me either, man. I'm just ready to enjoy the ride and see how they play this out, because boy, it's gonna be lovely.
But yeah, for those of you who are new around to the podcast, we do these speed round preview and predictions, so that way the winner, whoever wins, gets the most votes or the most points, is the Freepedia champion. Highlight Reel is the winner is the current champion. So if he wins, he gets to rock the gold chain going forward, or any type of gold chain going forward. And if I win, I get to rock the gold chain going forward. I just rocked it for this episode because it was there, but typically Yeah, that's our we get the bragging rights and we get the Rock of Gold chain because we the champion of the free world. So, but yeah, this will be fun. We'll basically reveal the winner next week on this illustrious podcast. This illustrious podcast. I like to say it like that because yeah,
Yes,
it is illustrious.
very
We
much.
have a good time. We have a fun time over here.
Always.
But yeah, that is our speed round preview prediction for the Royal Rumble that goes down this Saturday in Tampa, or you can stream it on the Peacock pause. So before we get up out of here, we got the song of the week,
Ooh.
where for those of you who don't know, the both of us pick a song of the week and we'll post it on social media for you guys and vibe along with us. That'll just gets us through for the rest of the week. I'm gonna give you time to get yours together. My song is none other than "Let's All Get High" by the Brat. I love that song. I don't know why. I love that song. Every time I hear it, I be just vibing. I'm like, "Let's all get high." So yeah. So yeah. But yeah, what's yours? What's yours?
You know what, man? Even though we are not in the summertime just yet, I am going to go with "Where the Party At" by Jagged Edge for a different vibe. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Why
Why
not?
not?
Why not? Where the party at by Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good time. But you had a good time on this episode of the Gresh Unleashed podcast, my boy.
For sure. It's always a good vibe with my guy, man, my bro. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
man. We talked all our talk, and hopefully you guys enjoy. We didn't go 3 hours this week, but we got y'all covered. We'll be back here next week at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, immediately following NXT. We was here a little early because we was here chilling. Like we was like, yo, we ready to go? You ready to talk? Let's do it. But yo, hopefully you guys enjoy the Gresh Unleashed podcast. Where can they find you on social media, my boy?
Oh, for sure, for sure. You already know, man. Follow your boy on Instagram, La Twitter, and all that good stuff at Hi-Lite Life, HILITE Life. Or if you like the Life's a Botch show, you already know, follow all things at Life's a Botch _OTS. I have been changing them all, so they are all in unison, mostly. Just got to do Twitter next, but still follow your boy, Life's a Botch podcast. And of course, shout out to OTS Media, the platform behind our platform. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check us out. Got some short form content that just posted, some stuff gonna post in the morning, and probably gonna work on some other little discussion vids for you guys as well. New year, man, trying to keep the consistency in it. You feel me? So what about you, Gresh?
Consistency. That is on my vision board, is to be consistent with the content, with everything going on. But yo, for sure. Make sure you guys follow the main channel. We're on the road to 10K over there. At is Gresh, or I believe the Gresh digital media is still active. But yeah, make sure you support over there. We got WWE 2K gaming content. We got retrospectives that's taking prominent on there as well. We're doing a lot of stuff over there. I'm being consistent. I literally just linked with another fellow creator that's going to bring us some shorts. So we're going to try to keep the channels active across all social media platforms. And if you want to support the podcast itself, www.gressunleashed.com, or simply visit Gresh Unleashed on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or you can subscribe to us on YouTube at Gresh Unleashed Pod. Make sure you guys continue to support the home of all things Gresh at Gresh Films. That is our central hub that pretty much brings everything to light. That is yours truly. So whenever I'm traveling and all that stuff, that's literally me funding the backbone of Gresh Films, Gresh Digital Media, as well as if you guys support us over on Patreon, you guys are funding the podcast itself. Make sure you guys peep. This Friday we have a new Talking Ish episode with Nikki Bougie of the Salt Shakers Den podcast. She's an incredible friend of the show. I meant to plug it at the top of the show, but but I plugged it right here after this. We met her in Detroit.
Hey, shout out to you, Nikki.
Lovely woman. Like, and she got real candid on there. Like, we was literally vibing. So she talked about some stuff that she went through in the wrestling community. She name dropped some folks. So it's like, I'm not worried about. And she was trying to protect me. I said, I'm not worried about getting canceled because nobody knows me in this community like that. We here for a good time. Like, if it's true,
come on,
or if you got a counterpoint, my DMs are open. You can literally you can talk with me, and you can clear the air.
for sure.
But if you don't, I will continue to ignore your resistance. But yeah, it was a good conversation. Like it was fun. Like I got real with her. She got real with me.
Mhm.
It was a fun experience. That will drop Friday. I got to reach out to her for some graphics, but yeah, it will drop Friday, usually around 11 a.m. If time changes, you'll definitely know, but it will drop officially on Friday. Early access will obviously be available on Patreon, patreon.com/Gresh Digital. You can follow yours truly at It's Gresh on Twitter. Everywhere else is Josh Gresham ORG, but mainly Twitter is at It's Gresh, and that's mainly where I'm at. You can also follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna try to bring my TikTok back. I believe I'm sitting at over 4K over there.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just not consistent over there, but I'll try to bring that. You can follow me over there at AO Is Gresh. Same with Twitch,
Yes.
and with outside of that, yo, it's been a fun experience here this week. Let's get ready to rumble. Royal Rumble is officially going down this weekend. It's always a fun time. Next year, me and Highlight is definitely planning to
For sure.
go to
Hey,
the actual event next
hopefully
year.
these fools listen and bring Royal Rumble, please.
Bring one to Atlanta,
We
man.
need it, dog. Like one of these big fours got to come to the A, bro. Like enough's enough. All right. I don't care.
I'm sick of this
I
shit.
don't, no, I don't care if it's I don't care if it's SummerSlam. I don't care if it's Royal
we
Rumble.
had we had two Royal Rumbles, 2002 and 2010.
That's it. It's been
I need
long
more.
overdue, bro. Okay. We need a Royal Rumble. We need a WrestleMania. We ain't had that since 2011.
We don't talk about that.
Okay. Thank you. Well, SummerSlam, I don't even know if that's ever been to Atlanta, to be honest. Has it?
No, has it?
I don't think it has.
That's a good ass question. Survivor.
I don't think Survivor Series has been to Atlanta.
We need one of the big four or Money in the Bank. I'll take that. I'll take a big
I'll
five.
take a little. Yeah, I'll take. I'll take a Money in the Bank too, and just something where everybody bring the event. Shout out to Mega Ran. He's got a rap battle going on for SummerSlam weekend. I mean SummerSlam for Royal Rumble weekend, y'all. So if you go into Tampa to the big show, make sure you pop in, show the homie some love, and just go. Check out some dope artists. Hopefully I can get in on one of those rap battles in the future. If you hear this, we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see what happens.
But
But yo, make sure you guys have fun this weekend. And remember, it's just wrestling. Don't fight.
yes.
Don't cuss each other out over wrestling. It is performative arts. It is scripted entertainment. Do not lose your sanity. Do not lose your following. Do not lose your goddamn mind over people wrestling in tights.
And respect your community, respect yourself, while also just being respectful.
I just noticed we didn't even mention. Do you want to talk about Hulk Hogan before we get about it?
Yes.
That bullshit.
Yeah, about that. Look,
we got to go through
look.
probably until Mania to talk about that, to celebrate that nigga, and I do not care about it at
40 years of that. First of all, okay. Number one, I don't know if you noticed this. I showed it. Now I'm pretty sure you noticed it too. So because we alike on that. So this Negro had the nerve to mention all these wrestlers, and not one of them was black. Now, given what you said earlier, I'm sorry, Terry. Are we supposed to glance over the fact that you're supposedly not this? First off, Terry, let me say this as a Christian man myself. Congrats on the fact that you got baptized and all that good stuff, and and I celebrate you for that, right? For that, I will celebrate that. But I'm still not going to overlook the fact, because it be racist Christians out there too. I'm not going to overglance the fact that you ain't mention now. You ain't say nothing about Bianca when you talked about the women in the Royal Rumble. How you not mentioning Bianca, bro? How? The longest reigning women? You didn't mention her. No,
he didn't mention her.
Didn't mention her. They showed her, but he didn't.
I blacked out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I blacked out during that promo because I was just not caring.
He did not mention her when it came to the men. No word of Bobby Lashley. No word of just nobody. I was like, wow.
He compared himself to Roman Reigns.
Oh, the nerve. Yeah, I said, bro. You know what? Brother? Bless you. God bless you.
I want Roman to break that record. Just his. And then he could drop it.
Shatter it.
That's what I said. Just his. So that means he ain't dropping that until Survivor Series.
Dang, man, what's that mean for Cody? He got to finish the story of Survivor Series.
That means his story is going to be done again. But now I just had to mention that, like, put it this way, we don't care. We just had to throw that in there, little bonus audio tidbit. But yeah, that whole thing was BS. Somehow, I might got one left in me. Man, if you don't sit your crippled ass down,
you better not. I said, don't
sit your crippled ass down.
Don't tease that, ever.
Bro. You are walking around with a cane. Sit down.
Ever in your life, don't tease that. No. Sit your ass. Get that meme of Craig telling Smokey to
sit your ass down.
No, my ninja, no.
Nigga.
Exactly. No, absolutely not. No, thank you. Sit down, please. All right.
Absolutely not. And with that being said, we just had to shit on you for one last time. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets, and remember to always show love, be love, and really, honestly, just everybody's human at the end of the day. If you can't forgive nobody for their actions, you can forgive them for your peace and your sanity.
Facts.
But with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets. And on behalf of your boy, Hi-Lite Real, and yours truly, the voice that does the most, the purveyor of mischief, Gresh, remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Sorry for my heater. Y'all be breezy.
Yeet.
No yeet.